Friedman's Stages of Growth Model by Charlotte, Tian, Renee, and Manny. Friedman's Stages of Growth is a conventional model of development that was created by John Friedman in 1966, with 4 distinct stages. The model attempts to show what happens to regions during a sustained period of economic growth. Describes towns or regions as core or periphery. Core regions are described as areas that are the heart of economic activity, whilst periphery regions are areas that are exploited by and provide the raw materials.
The Friedman stages of growth has total of 4 stages. The first stage is the pre-industrial. In this stage, all places are peripheral, which means they are agricultural. There are no cores, the places are isolated, and each place doesn't have interaction with another. The second stage is transitional. In this stage, a core begins to develop, which increases the interaction between the places. Basic technologies are developed in this stage. The third stage is industrial. In this stage, there's a core, but growth centers that are between the core and the peripheral begin to appear. There is a stable increase in economy with more developed technology. The fourth or last stage is the post-industrial. All places are self-sufficient with major interaction between places, and there's a significant reduced inequality with a higher interaction between places than the previous stages.
For this particular study, we'll be using the country of South Africa as an example. What makes this country very interesting is because it has a huge disparity in terms of development and quality of life. South Africa is considered to have a medium HEI according to the CIA World Factbook. However, if we were to go to different provinces in South Africa, there would be different variations. Firstly, reaching the Southern Cape and regions close to where Johannesburg is, the majority of these regions are developed in terms of infrastructure. Therefore, this place would be considered in the industrial stage. Most cities are connected to highways and trains. Residents in cities have access to clean water, waste removal, and cable TV and internet. The majority of sites and things to do are also near the Southern Cape as well. Therefore, this place is more international. The same can be said to places across Johannesburg, where there is a major financial hub in the central business district, as well as a major international airport that can take you to different places around the world. However, if we were to go to southern and northerly portions of this country, we'll notice that things are southwesterly and northerly portions of this country. We'll notice that things are completely different. Much of the population is tribal and only rudimentary roads exist. There are no cities, only a few towns, and the majority of villages have no access to major urban areas, and they are often isolated with electricity and plumbing. Furthermore, much of the population's livelihood revolves around subsistence, farming, and hunting.
Friedman's Stages of Growth model has both strengths and weaknesses. Some strengths would be that it's a good representation, it's simple, it's realistic, reasonable, and easy to understand. Weaknesses, it's too general as only focus on economic aspects as input and no others such as environmental or social. Stages 2 and 3 have many similarities and very little differences.